Jen Hardy Show, oh yeah, it's here. Fabulous on the 50 good and cheer. Shower thoughts to make you think. Voices of justice on the brink. Anything change? Voices of justice on the brink. Engage with minds young and old in conversations wise and bold. From life's big questions to simple joys, we're here with insights, not just noise. The Jen Hardy Show, oh yeah, it's here. Fabulous.
Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, it is so nice to see you all today. Oh my gosh, 1 minute early. Yes, we're a minute early. Why? Well, because that's how we're going to start doing things. I am so excited. We've got a lot going on over here, a lot going on in the studio. For one, I have my sister in law, my only sister, here with my nieces and my nephews. And let me tell you something. I miss having so many people in the house. I really do. You don't know, we have 7 children of our own, and we now have, well, 7 kids in the house. Some of them are young adults, but it is so much fun to rekindle those memories and just get to know my nieces and nephews a little bit better. One of my nieces just got married last year. I got to go to the wedding, and her husband here, which is incredible because we and get to know, well, not meet me, but, get to know him really well, and that has been really a good. So, where are you all going this summer? What are you all doing this summer? Are you spending time with family? Are you just having a staycation? What is going on? So, for us, it's been kind of a mellow summer so far, but this week launches the, well, wild of the summer, let me tell you. So, we've got 10 people in our house, um, 4 of us and 6 visitors. I love it. And, and I'll tell you something, really helps to have a pool because we've got people from 11 to, well, our age here. And the pool is the great equalizer. Can I tell you what? It just is. So if you don't have your own pool, I'm not saying everyone should, because not everyone does, but even going to a pool or going to the ocean, just such a nice way to give everyone an opportunity to kind of just have a good time and relax, especially, well, because it's summer. Now, here in Florida, my kids swim year round, and no, our pool isn't heated. They just, well, they're kids, and I think kids can do that sort of thing because they just don't even pay attention to the temperature of the water, do they? Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, but I prefer a little bit warmer, unless it's the ocean. I feel like the ocean, I don't know. How is it for you? So if it's really cold and I get in, it feels cold, but then I get out for a few minutes, get back in, it's fine. I don't know. But it was beautiful yesterday. Our ocean was full, and it's been nice for them because they live in a landlocked state, and, just to be able to be out in all the water and doing all that, and they'll go home with their nice tan, and people will know they were on vacation without them even saying anything at all, so there we go. Let's not well, then the rest of the summer, I gotta tell you, I'm very excited about the whole thing. So the first weekend, end of July into August, I am having my mastermind group here, the Gold Mike Society people. They are going to come. We're spending a weekend at an Airbnb across the causeway in town, and we're going to have an epic weekend. Already planned it out. It's our VIP weekend. I got hats. Well, that's kind of how I decided it was going to be called the VIP weekend because I got these rhinestone hats and it spells out VIP. And if one of them is watching, well, you're going to be in on the secret. But oh my gosh, they're so cool. And I found them at Ross. And I thought, a lot of other people would have looked at those hats and thought, is over the top. And I looked at them and thought, oh, yeah, this is what we need. So we are having an incredible VIP weekend, which is perfect because it's also launching my oceanfront weekends that I'm doing. I've been doing them a little bit off and on, but I'm really going to start talking to people about doing more of them. the Oceanfront Empowerment Weekend where it's just a one-on-one, me and somebody else. We're doing coaching. I'm a certified happiness coach, believe it or not. That's where all the glitter and sparkles came from, and, people come and stay on the island, and yeah, and where they wanna be. Too many women are just living in a place they don't wanna be living in. If that is you, reach out, and if that's a woman you know and you're a dude, yeah, let me know because, I may be able to help. So, there's that. Let's see. Okay, and then what else is I'm going to oh my goodness, my friend Yogesh Patel, he lives in Arizona, and he is having a gratitude party for all the people that have done something in his life over the last year, and he won my award one of my awards, so he invited me out there. So I'm going to spend just a couple of days in Arizona, and, apparently, this guy knows how to put on a pretty incredible party, so I will be doing that. Yogi, wait. Then I'll be speaking at VidFest in Atlanta. So I'll be traveling to Georgia. Oh my goodness. And then in September, my friend Mark Ronick of Ironic Media, it's ironic. It's really a cool name because his name is Ronick and it's ironic. He is putting on the Empowered Podcasters, and I'll be speaking at that in September. So it's going to be a whirlwind for the next 45 days. Very much forward to it, and also very much need to buy some plane tickets. Apparently, I'm a little behind on that, and they do not get cheaper as time goes by. So, you know, you know, it's time to reach back out to the travel sponsor, I think. It is definitely time. Hey, Dave, it's good to see you in the chat, talking about all the things that I'm gonna be doing, and I feel really horrible leaving you here. Oh my goodness, guys. Because the kids are just at that age where, no, leaving them for a weekend is not okay. Couple years, maybe, not right now. So, yeah, and we don't have family we have family here, and that's wonderful, but just family that can, like, step in and hang out for a couple days, we don't have that. I wish we did. We had a nanny for a little while. That was wonderful. Um, but not yet. Not at this time. They're kind of old for that, you know? That in between age, you know? Um, teenagedom as it were. It's a lot going on with the teenagers. Guys, can I tell you something? Speaking of teenagers, if you've got children, you gotta put your phone down. You gotta put your tablet down or whatever it is that you're staring at all the time, and you need to look them in the eyeballs. Like, look them in the eyeballs and ask them how they're doing. You may think you know, but I mean, I'm talking about, like, take them out for an ice cream or sit them over a table at dinner or something and just ask them because, we've been talking to a lot of kids lately that seem to be having a hard time, and, I don't think it's that parents aren't caring. I think it's that, you know, I think we all just assume everyone's okay unless we're told that they're not, and sometimes people don't say when they're so, you know, I keep telling everybody and you, reach out to other people, but people especially, um, I work a lot and I wish I was with my kids more, but I do make an effort to reach out to them and say, "Hey, is there something you need? Is there something I could do?" And we have a deal, and I like this deal. No, we have 2 things. Number 1, we have a code word. If there is something that is uncomfortable or wrong or whatever, we have a code word. So if they're at somebody's house, they don't have a way to say in front of them, "Hey, I need you to come get me." They have a code word, and we know, "Okay, we're gonna come get you no matter what we have to do." Um, but we also have, like, this open door thing. Number 1, literally an open door, but number 2, if they do need extra attention, because sometimes kids do, and, they feel bad having to ask because they feel like we know, but sometimes we don't. So I just tell them, "You gotta tell me. If you feel like you need something, just tell me. We'll go out, we'll do something." And they do, and it's been very probably wish I would have known this earlier, with my older kids, sure. But it's been helpful. So, yeah, yeah. But, I feel like everyone's feeling like they're getting all the attention right now, which is great. You know, Sometimes you have company and you go, time for you to go. Sometimes you have company and you go, "Oh my gosh, if you could just stay here, like, you would just stay here." And that is literally everybody in my house right now. They are so incredible, and I just love them so much. And even having, like, 6 more people, even though we usually have 4, doesn't feel like there's too many in, like, home. I love it. So, anyway, and they're all out in the pool. They're not even listening to this, so that's, but, I've missed it. And, if I hope that you're somewhere where you have family close by, and, because it's important. It's important to have the peoples. So, anyway, talking about the channel, well, let me tell you something. We've got some not changes coming up on the channel. We were thinking about it. I was talking about it. Nope. Shower thoughts were one of the things that people love when I started this channel, and I brought them back. If you haven't noticed, they're coming back with a vengeance. They are coming back, and I have had so much fun playing around with the way I'm filming them. We'll see. We'll see what people think. We'll see what you think. Let me know because really your members care most about what you think. But yeah, I think a little more shower and because they're shower thoughts. And fun though. It's been fun bringing them back. It's been fun coming up with some new things. Some of them, one of them from yesterday, Dave's like, this questionable. I did it anyway. Um, it's about reading in Braille. One of my best friends is blind, and, it is not a slam by any stretch of the imagination. It's true, though. The shower thought's true. So there you go. Um, yeah, so those are coming back, and getting creative with the judges I am reaching out to, and the people in the legal world, and, we are gonna be bringing people. See, I kinda got stuck. I don't know if you ever get stuck where you think one way. You think, "Okay, I gotta do this thing this way, and if I don't do it this way, it's wrong." Well, guess what? No. I don't and we are gonna start bringing on some other YouTubers live. I feel like that's gonna be fun. We'll do some court quizzes, and we'll talk about some cases, and we'll do some stuff like that, but we're just gonna bring some fun people on. I've got a friend, oh my gosh, his name is Paul Vato, he's a comedian. He's gonna come live with me in a couple of weeks. Oh my goodness, he's hysterical. A little over the top. Great, you're gonna love him. I just was on the phone with him today, as a matter of fact. My friend Steve Kimbrough will bring him back. He and I had a lot of fun. If you guys remember, we talked about some court cases, and he had to say what I had said the name of the case, and he had to make up what it was about. Oh my gosh, that was hysterical. So we'll have those guys on. My friend Elaine is going to come on. Elaine was actually on Saturday Night Live, and she's a hoot. So yeah, we're just going to bring some fun people that just, I don't know, we're going to have fun. Talk a lot about having fun, and I haven't been having as much fun. If I'm not having fun, you're not having fun, and we're gonna have fun. So, that's what we're gonna do. So, if there's somebody, maybe there's judges, we're gonna do the interviews with those judges because that's what you guys like for interviews. Got it. Nailed it. But live, y'all watch way more when we have fun. So, we're gonna do the fun. Because, yeah, what are we doing? Am I right? So, oh, okay, there we go. Um What else is happening there? Well, you know, I've seen some new judges on YouTube that I can guys, pretty cool. And I've been trying to get Sheriff Wayne Ivy. He's my local sheriff. Been trying to get him on the show. You know what? I've been sending him emails. That's boring as fire. I'm going to go down there next week and I'm going to go talk to him. I got another meeting on Monday in Melbourne. I'm going to talk to Sheriff Ivy in person. It's interesting because, if you're trying to talk to somebody else, there's lots of ways you can reach him, but, trying to reach out to the sheriff, I don't want to drive him nuts. Um, he's got the biggest personality. I feel like you will love the fire out of him too. So, all right, we're going to get some police officers on here, do that sort of thing. And what else? As I'm doing this traveling, I'm going to see who I can interview while I'm out and about. That sounds like a lot of fun. So, all right, on to other things. Well, we're having an event. We are having an event, and I'm just gonna tell you about it because it's so top of mind right now, and I would love your feedback. What do you think? And how can we include you in what we're doing? Because I feel like you are gonna come along with me on this ride of this event. So I think we're going to do a little, maybe a short a day, like journaling what this process is like to put on this crazy thing that we're doing. What is it exactly? It is an all-inclusive, all VIP creator summit here on the island where I live at the Crown Plaza on the beach. Yes. Mm, it's going to be so much fun. Who's coming? Well, I've got a Peabody Award winning journalist who, when he got his Peabody Award, Oprah sat next to him because she got hers the same time. So he's coming on. I have got, or coming to my event, and he's speaking. I've got at least 1 or 2 Hall of Fame podcasters coming to my event. I've got somebody from CNN coming in. We've got some pretty cool people. And then we're gonna do some business stuff. We're gonna talk business and investing and all that. Who do you guys go to for that sort of information? Inquiring minds want to know. I know that you watch YouTube. You're not necessarily a creator, although some of you are. Thank you very much for being members. Where do you guys, do your investing? What companies do you trust? Or even if you don't use them, what companies do you trust though when it comes to money? Because those are the companies we're going to reach out to do some speaking. I've got somebody that's coming on as a creator's tax person because taxes are different when you do different things. And insurance. I'm writing that down. We need to get somebody on for insurance and talk about the reasons people would want to be insured, why insurance makes a difference. I used to sell insurance. True story. I used to sell insurance for a large insurance agency. Yeah. And I don't know how much we're supposed to say or not say, but I don't think it does them any harm if I said it was State Farm. That rhymes. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Um, some people don't believe in insurance. Hey, if you got enough money and you don't need it, I get it. But if you do, you do. And maybe we'll bring, I know, you know, insurance sounds boring. It's kind of like thinking about taking a history class sounds boring. But then some people bring history alive, you know? Like reading historical fiction can bring it alive, or watching a really good movie that's like historically accurate and interesting is good. What if we found somebody who actually made insurance interesting? That there's gotta be at least one person in the world that can do that. Person. I don't know. What else? What else is going on? Well, at this event, we're gonna have a luau. We are. We're gonna have a luau. I don't know if we're gonna do the pig thing. I got a friend who's a vegetarian. No, she's a vegan. She's come. I'm really struggling with that one because pig kind of freaks me out. But also, it's a bunch of creators and it is a lot of content. So, probably we'll do it. We're gonna have surf lessons at this thing and some beach yoga in the morning. Kinds of interesting. Anyway, so that's my world. And I don't know what's going on with you in your world, but tell you things they are very busy. So anyway, nobody is tuning today. It is day. And what that means is, which is fine because I can chat for hours. Tell you something that live streaming does. It's kind of like improv class for talkers. You just learn to just keep talking and going no matter what, kind of like improv, right? Yes, and we just keep going. And if I wasn't tethered to this computer for this live stream, I would pick it up and start walking around. I can't leave the studio though because I got family out there and I'm not putting any children on my live stream or adults that don't want to be on. You know, it's funny. As much as I love to be in front of the camera and I like to go live and do all these things, I very much value privacy and choices of people not being on camera. Um, and we've never had our kids on camera, although I think my son is gonna start a YouTube channel. Now my daughter has one, but she does not put her face on it because, well, she's an underage girl. Need I say more? But my son really, he's a Lego guy, and he wants to build. And if you don't know, my husband also has been building on our other channel, and my son is gonna do he does very different things than my husband, and he's gonna start it. So, I think one of our kids is gonna be on YouTube, um, yeah, showing his face, and if he does that, then he'll come on my channel. So he's a hoot. I tell you what, he is a and, I think I can say out loud that he's neurospicy because that is definitely gonna come out, because he just tells you like it is, just the facts, ma'am, and, there's something very beautifully refreshing, that isn't there? Especially after growing up in a house where, well, people didn't always say what was happening, so it's nice in a way, and sometimes, well, you hear what you're gonna hear, and you hear the truth, and, we that, don't we? I think. So, speaking of the truth, I think what we're going to do right now, this very minute, is we're going to see what news is trending in the judicial world today. What do we got going on, guys? I guarantee you there's something going on with a man whose last name, well, uh, rhymes with bump. I bet there is. But what else? Oh, well, I'm going to click on this because it sounds interesting. The CEO was caught hugging his chief product officer during a Coldplay concert, and people are furious. Why are they furious? Find out together. Fortune magazine. Wonder, can I screen share with you? Because just read what I read while I read it. That'd be kind of fun. I mean, you know, why not? You know what? I'm not, no, not because that will make me, yeah, whatever. Okay, so guys, so apparently this dude took his chief people officer. Well, she's people officing. Um, and it's not this picture, like, he's just giving her a little hug. No, he is standing behind her holding her. I feel like the tagline is not really accurate. Um, and the Coldplay frontman could be heard saying, "Oh, look at these 2," as they appeared on the jumbotron, only for the girl to cover her face while the dude ducked to avoid cameras. Oh, man. So then, guys, then the guy in the band that either they're having an affair or they're very shy. Oh my gosh, and did that. Well, guess what? They were married. So, that sucks. That really sucks. The wife of the guy, she deleted her Facebook profile, but not before deleting her husband from it. So, I guess that kind of maybe that's something we wanna read. I don't know. Well, I'm just telling you what's happening out there. Oh, did you know there was a health speculation about our president? And so they released a health statement. Now, before I read it, can I just tell you what I think it you know, Johnny Carson would put the envelope to his head and then he would try to whatever. Oh my God, why don't we do something fun like that? We should. I'm going to tell you that I think it's going to say that he's healthy. Let's see. You read a memo. Oh, benign condition. There we go. That's funny. And, he's got some benign condition that causes leg swelling. Of course he does because it's not gonna be whatever, and his hands are bruised. Are you ready for taking a lot of aspirin and a lot of handshaking? That's a heck of a lot of although it's true that aspirin can make you bruise more, so there you go. So be careful when you shake the president's hand. Be gentle. They do not want to about deceased things. What is going Oh, what is that Dave, you gotta tell me on the thing. What is that website that y'all were telling me about where they take, um, what's the word? They take the news from both sides and they put it in one spot. Because I think we should start talking about that. I think that gives us a good jumping off place because, we are gonna talk about justice stuff and what's happening. I am, just so you know, I'm telling you guys first because 'cause you're my members. I'm working on getting some people on that, I'm not gonna say who, maybe I'm not gonna, but I'm working on getting some people on that can explain what's going on with some of the judges right now. The last time I had a really good idea and I announced it, someone else did it before I could. I know. I know that sounds shocking. I know, hard to believe, but it happened. And so from now on, I'm not gonna say exactly who's coming on until is that that information, the interview has been recorded and edited and it's coming out. Um, because, it's a dog eat dog world out there, guys. And, well, it is what it is. And so if we have good ideas, well, we gotta do them and jump on them, not announce it. No, just do it. All right. So there we go. Vascular testing. I actually have to do vascular test testing. That's the word, but I can't find a place, yeah, around here to do it. Oh, here's something that has nothing to do with the judicial system and everything to do with being interesting. So I'm reading it. Man wearing metal chain sucked into MRI machine, police say. Really? He was critically injured. Wow, when a metallic necklace pulled him into a scanner. I don't understand. He wasn't a patient, but he was standing by the MRI machine. Huh. And the necklace pulled him all the way in. Interesting. Did it happen? Did it not happen? Inquiring minds do want to know. Apparently there's video, but we're not seeing it here. Hmm. Well, all right. So here's where I am. I'm on Ground News, and I found this fascinating because copyright, right? We're not allowed to do what other people do. We're not allowed to post what other people post because it's copyright infringement. But Ground.news, what they're doing is they're taking everybody's articles and they're putting them side by side so that you can see every side. I like that idea. But is it not copyright infringement? We're not allowed to copy. We're not allowed to post what they post, but they are. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Oh, there's an American Idol exec murder suspect charged in double homicide. Good night. Can I tell you, I got to be on a call with a American Idol guy who won the first ever thing. That was pretty interesting. He was very nice. And, yeah, they were just very nice. Let's see, Trump approval on immigration lowest, second term. Right? We don't really need to read that. We know what is going on. Does anyone like it? Either side? No, nobody's happy with any of it. All right. Here's what we will read from the great state of Florida. By the way, growing up in California, we were told all kinds of horrible things about Florida. It's so interesting, isn't it? How no matter where you are, people I don't know, it's everything's divisive. We got to stop that. Anyway, but I do love Florida. And right now, California, I think you all need to get it together. Not the people, not what I'm saying, but I mean, there's a lot going on out there that's just seems like it's not okay. I don't know. But anyway, on July 1st, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis opened Alligator Alcatraz on an isolated Everglades site. All right. As emails reveal rapid secret construction. Emails show DeSantis administration blindsided county officials with plans for Alligator Alcatraz. This is what was published. All right. And so they're talking about, I don't know, the Alligator Alcatraz naming strategy served as a deterrent, while the Trump administration used scare tactics to pressure undocumented migrants, Associated Press reports. So it's telling okay, whatever. So this article is just basically saying you didn't want to tell a lot of people. Well, who would? Did you know, speaking of alligators and guarding things, that at the Space Center, there are grounds, which is a very large property. There are 5,000 gators. True story. There's a lot of nature there, a lot of, like, different sites with a lot of, I wouldn't say swampiness around it, but just nature and ponds and gators, and, yeah, according to the tour that we took, so basically, if you wanna sneak onto, the Space Center site where NASA is, and you wanna look around, well, you're gonna have to be careful because there's lots of gators. Um, they do make good guards. Dave and I saw a video the other day of somebody that brought a baby gator home, and they were, like, cuddling with it and hand feeding it, which sounds cute, I guess, when it's a baby, but they grow, and they don't have the little, pity pat heart feelings that other animals and people do. They just are hungry, and I I'm curious how that's so, I don't know. What do you think about that? Would you ever have a gator for a pet? I will tell you hands down the answer is no. Not gonna do it. Alright, what have the courts done? I know that some courts have, except something just caught my eye, and maybe this should be in the courts. Um, well, I am a little speechless. Do you know there's an anime girlfriend that Elon's created? Yeah, I don't like I don't like it. Um, well, Grok's been doing some things we're not gonna talk about. They're not nice. I don't like it. Alright, well, there's that. Go look it up if you want to. The Family Channel. There's some things going on. Can't even with that. Alright, so, tell you what we can do something really cool. Going to do it now. Waiting. Alright, so, let me go back into the studio, and I'm going to get on the tablet, and I'm gonna share something because it's just so much fun. But get the right link and oh, I know what it is. Alright, we had the right link and then we do. Um, so speaking of AI, um, let's talk about AI. So in the creator world that I live in, we use AI all the time because, well, let's face it, it's a tidal wave. You either grab a surfboard and get on top of it, or it's going to crush you if you're a creator. That's all there is to it. Now, the things I do, I don't ever put myself out like as an AI person or use my voice as an AI because I want to be authentic. There's a lot of people that aren't making that choice. That's fine. That's their choice. This isn't a judgment. This is just where I'm at. But also, barbecue sauce, heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah, with the barbecue sauce. Dave's asking me in chat. I'm saying yes. Um, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. But as someone who's not in the creator universe, when you hear about AI, how do you feel about that? How is it making you feel? Um, you know? Does it worry you? Does it make you happy? Are you using it? Do you think creators should be using it? Do you think they shouldn't be? Personally, I'm very happy with what, YouTube has done. There was a lot of speculation, um, as to what YouTube was going to allow with AI, and if it was going to take over, um people here on the platform. And what YouTube has decided is no, they're going to favor creators over AI. And can I tell you how happy I am and thankful? So, YouTube, if you're listening, thank you for that. Um, we did do the babies, we did do the little preschoolers or whatever with the Latin. Um, I think they're adorbs, but we're going to drop that. We're just going to stick with humans because, yeah, it's important. So, all right. Now, I am trying to get my whiteboard on here because I can draw on this, and it is so much fun to be able to draw on the screen. Um, but I need, and so I got to, so yeah, my glowing in my face from that. Um, I am now checking my email, and I'm just telling you what I'm doing so that I'm not just sitting here. Um, yeah, we're gonna get that, and then I can share it with you because it's so much fun, you guys. So much fun. Okay. Okay, that's why, because I need to do it actually directly to my show. Okay. Um, so from now on, we can like draw, we can do things, we can have people send in their videos. You all can send in your videos. And once they give me the link, you can join me here on stage but in the studio and you be live with me, which I think is going to be the absolute best. So I'm looking forward to that very much. Um, those of you who want to. Some people would never want to do that, would be your worst nightmare. Don't do it. Not what I want. Um, we've got this. Got this. Okay. There we go. Why is that red? Oh, it's a different. All right. Wait a minute. Do I invite? I'd still invite you. That was something that you wanted to do. Um, oh, speaking of inviting people, I've got another friend named Ross Brand, and he's a live streaming guru. Oh my gosh, I met him a while ago, and I was like, ever be like Ross Brand. And then he was on my show, my hitting 100,000 people show, which was so cool. All right, now we want to. Oh, can I show up? I got to figure out how I make this show up because it's so. Oh my gosh, there's my face. That's so bizarre. All right. Um. Anyway, you can put me over here. Yes, I can. And then we can put the whiteboard. Fun is. Do, 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 do. No, no. Is it not coming up? Hmm. Try this. Oh, nope, nope. Dude, we can do it. Okay. This is going to add so many interesting things. Now, it kept the old one up but didn't change it. Hmm. Alright. Is it going to change it? I don't know. Put it in the trash. There we go. So what I did was I made a whole thing so that there's a chalkboard. It's gonna be fun. Um, right? Right? Because we can, like, I don't know, we can do other things. Like, we could be like, well, that's not it. I don't know. We can draw pictures. What else can we draw? Alright. We can keep score. We can have audience participation, and we can keep score. That would be amazing. Good. Alright, so here's the other question. Could it be there is some reason for some reason, none of the chat is showing up, and so I can't see anybody in what you're saying. So if you are in there, I would love it if you would say something, because 'cause I'm wondering if there's a glitch with I don't know what part of it. We have been having some glitches, so, if there's an issue, let me know. Or if you are here, let me know. I would love that. Um, because I do show that there's people, I just nobody's talking. So, um, yeah. Anyway, alright, so we can do things like, Tuesday. Oh, it's writing weird. Why is it writing weird? Oh, Victoria. Oh, see, I can't it's not writing. Why is that? Hmm, she's gonna be here, and it looks a little bumpy, but that's okay. And she had something to do with the Blake Lively case. The Blake Lively case. It was because of Victoria's law that the countersuit against Blake Lively was dropped. Her law is passed in 2 states, and she's working on getting it passed in all the states. And so we are going to Tuesday, we're gonna speak with her about it. Now, could I can. Guys, I can give myself a hat, but we can do all the things. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be amazing. Alright. And then I just hit the trash can and it's gone. Right? And then I can say, "Ooh, what was that? This is bizarre." Alright. Well, this is what I like about having members here, because we can just play around with things and have fun. And also oh, so I think I have this glove on, and I think that there must be some kind of metal in the glove because it's messing up with the tablet. So if I say it is not easy to write, so we're gonna have to work on the writing apparently. Okay, and so the way my tablet is set up is if my hand touches it, it doesn't affect it, but on this software, if my hand touches it, it does affect it. Learn. I love learning. You know what? And I don't take it as like it's not like mistakes because it's not a mistake if you don't know. Um, but what I'm gonna do is see if I can put a piece of paper under my hand. Does it do that same thing? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, like, we could write any number of things. I love members, channel members. You guys are amazing. I'm just loving everything today, apparently. All right. What else? What else is going on? Do you know what else I love? Is the fact that my husband is the most incredible cook, and I can smell dinner. He's making ribs and potatoes and potatoes. I know that's a lot of potatoes, but here's the thing: we've got baked potatoes, which are just quintessential food to have with ribs, are they not? Except for like, I don't know, cornbread. And then we're having his sweet potatoes because Dave makes the best. Is it a lot of butter and sugar? Yeah, but that's okay. Oh, now guess what I can hear? I can hear myself on the television. Hello, everybody. That means that my nieces and nephew are out there. So hello, nieces and nephews. Um, I am going to be done in about 15 minutes, and then we're going to eat some ribs and play a game. Oh my goodness, you guys, this game, it's called no, we played herd mentality the other day. So herd mentality is cool because you try to think what everyone else is going to think. And it's really good for people that think they know each other, but really know each other. The next one we're going to play, well, everybody gets to make a little bit of a fool out of themselves. And it's funny. And we've actually, yeah, oh my gosh, you really get to know someone with this game. So you have I can I even describe it without seeing it because we haven't played it for a year. So I'm telling everybody what's coming, but also for those of you listening, you should purchase this game. And that's what I need to do on my Amazon storefront. I'm going to put a thing of all the games we play because we love playing games. And our family plays a game almost every night at dinner. That is our way of kind of re-engaging. And if you've got teenagers, I highly recommend playing games. Guys, teenagers don't want to talk. They really, a lot of times, don't want to talk to us. And I get it. I was one. But games, they're kind of the leveling field, right? And it just makes it more fun. So anyway, but this particular game, so like you'll have a phrase or you'll have a whatever, and then you have a manner of saying it, and then everyone like cowboy, like you have to speak in a cowboy whatever, and then everyone has to say something like that, and it's hysterical. Um, it's just hysterical. And, anyway, we're gonna go do that while eating ribs, which are the messiest food you can eat. You know, when we first moved to Tennessee, somebody took my daughter out to eat at a restaurant, and they went and she got ribs, and they brought her back, and they said, "Isn't that so cute how your daughter ate ribs with her fingers?" And I was like, "Yeah, because in the US, that's what we do." But apparently in other countries, you do not. Now, I don't know how you eat ribs with a fork and a knife, but apparently, if you eat everything, including fries with a fork and a knife, that would be normal. It seems really hard to me. Now, for those of you in Germany, you eat everything with a fork and a knife. In lots of countries in Europe, I know apparently in the US, we're like animals over here eating like our hand with our hands. But in Germany, they have the cutest little forks. They're like these little tiny forks, and they are fry forks. This cannot eat French fries with your hands, animal. And so they get them with this little fork, and it is the cutest thing. Anyway, also Germany, the only place I've eaten doner is in Germany, which isn't even a German thing, it's a Turkish thing, but guess what we have here near us now? A doner place. Very excited, very excited. So the next time my daughter comes from Germany, it's one of her favorite things, going to eat that. But also we're gonna have to go sample it before she gets here, obviously. Potentially with my nieces and nephews. We'll see. I don't know if you guys would like doner. It's kinda like gyros, but it's Turkish. Um, it's so good. Also, they have this one, like, it's like a cup with just, like, cheese and fries and meat, and oh my god, it's so delicious. I'm sure great for but it's just anyway, got me to thinking all kinds of things about foods, which maybe, we could, Dave, what we could do is we could, from the Cuban restaurant, just get 1 or 2 orders of that stuff. What is that food that we always get from that Cuban restaurant? Paella. They give us so much paella, and it is the best, and the women that work at this restaurant are so incredible and so sweet, but we could just go and get a boatload of paella. Now, we do have a couple picky eaters that are here now, and I don't know if they would like it, but they could eat something that's not paella. I'm just saying. Except there are the little tiny, like, I don't know, like squid things, like the little tiny ones. That's not my favorite, so I don't like that part. But everything else is a lot of seafood, if you like seafood. And then just this incredible Cuban flavor that is not spicy. Also make a really nice pitcher of sangria. That's a we would get this week, just saying. Um, Dave, what's the name of that place? We gotta shout that out because 'cause they're so good. We're gonna shout this Cuban restaurant out. We're gonna make a short about it. We're gonna tag them in it because it's so good. And they're little. I don't think they're, like, advertising. I don't think they have to advertise. You know those little, like, restaurants? I don't wanna say hole in the wall, like, it's but they're so little and they don't advertise, but they're always busy because they're so good. And you know it's a good restaurant if it's an international restaurant and people from that country are eating there, right? Like, I mean, we're in the States, right? Clearly, most of the people here are from the States, but when you go into it, like, "Oh my gosh, there's a pho restaurant here also. So good, so good." And, yeah, so good. We do have some good international food around here. Um, we do. What do I miss? Cracker Barrel. Do miss Barrel. We don't have one of those close to us. I can't eat most of the food there. That is, I would have to say, one of the most American places that there is, Cracker Barrel, with the rocking chairs and everything, at every interstate stop, whatever, in the center and the south of our country. So and if you go there, if you're not from the States and you visit, the cheesy hash browns, I feel like epitome of American food right there. Anyway, well, okay. Now, if you're in California, though, you gotta go to In-N-Out Burger, 'cause that is California, is it not? I mean, I know there's a lot of other fancier things, but seriously, so and why isn't that every I don't know. I don't talk to anybody who's been in California who doesn't wish that there was one everywhere. And there's lines, not like Chick-fil-A, however, that has to have a double drive-through. Oh my gosh. And why don't we have one here anywhere close to us? I don't know. There's one in the mall, that's the worst. If you wanna go to a place that never gets your order right, it would be the Chick-fil-A in the mall by us, but then there's one 25 minutes away, plus the one in the mall, you have to go in the mall. Because if you order it to be delivered outside to your car, Nini's Cuban Cuisine. I'm gonna give a 30-second spiel for Nini's Cuban Cuisine. We gotta turn it into a short. You guys, if you are in Central Florida, you have got to go to the beach to Nini's Cuban Cuisine because they make the best paella in the whole world. Boom. Mwah. There we go. Clipping it, making it. You guys are amazing. And, oh my gosh. So, yeah. When we have our event, we can't cater. We can't bring any food in unless it's a cake. And if we bring it in, I'm talking about the Crown Plaza at our event, by the way. If we bring in a cake, then they're gonna charge us $1 a piece for cutting it, per person, and that's a discount. That's a 50% discount. Usually it's $2 a piece. Anyway, they really wanna discourage outside food. I get it. And yet, there's this whole blank spot next to me and nothing's happening. I feel like I should hand this to one of the kids and they could be writing things. Now, not one of my kids, not my 17-year-old nephew. I know what you'd write, so you don't get to do it. You know who you are. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go off the board. But, anyways, in summary, it's been a great night. It's been an interesting news time. Elon, I don't know what you're doing with your AI, but I think you should slow some of that truck down. Um, some of it's just kinda disturbing. Um Of course, our president is perfectly healthy and perfectly fine. We were not surprised to learn that the, alligator Alcatraz was quite a surprise to the people in the government where it was being built. Well, person decided to build it. What else did we talk about? Some great food and great restaurants, and now we can draw things here on our lives. We're gonna have to figure out what the fun things we could do with that. If you've got some suggestions, definitely send them to me. You wanna reach out to me? You can always get me at jenhardy.net/contact. Send me a note, send me a voicemail, but I'll tell you what, leave a return contact information because if you send me a voicemail and don't tell me your email address, guess what? We're gonna get back to you. Lots of people are doing that. Guys, you gotta send it I gotta be able to respond. I wanna respond. So There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And on that, we're going to end it. It's a little after 7. We started a little after 6, and, yeah, we're gonna get back here on Tuesday. We've got Victoria coming, and, she wrote that bill that became a law in 2 states. So far, it's gonna be a law in 50 states. She is beautiful, she is friendly, she is a very good speaker, and you're gonna love hearing from her, and so I cannot wait to bring her onto the show, and then, as I said, we're gonna have some more comedians coming on. We got Paul Vato, we've got, Steve Kimbrough, and we've got Elaine Williams coming on. They are hysterical. They're gonna be doing some lives with me and, talking about some court stuff in a new and unique way, just to spice it up a little bit, and I can't wait to bring them to you. So, thank you again for joining me. I love you. Mwah. You are so amazing, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Later. Have a great night.